Good morning. I'm coming to you today to talk about the heart chakra a little bit more and something that some of us find very difficult to do, and that is grieve. Yesterday I talked about cherishing the love that we have, and today is more of cherishing but actually moving on to grieving. And some of us find it difficult to grieve. I know from experience I've had loss in my life. My mother died several years ago. She lived to a good age, but she died suddenly, and I found that very difficult. So also my father died earlier this year, again a really good age, but I started grieving him a few years ago because he had dementia for the last few years, but he was still beautiful to be with. So we can get stuck in a chakra. And that means this lovely heart chakra here, we can maybe have moved up to this area through our lives. And then if we have a blow to the heart, we can find we can get stuck there. And this means that we won't move on in life. We'll find it difficult to grieve, but also difficult to live our own lives. And that person would want you to live your own life. And these are a few tips that you might want to introduce into your life that will help. So first of all, wear their things or use their things that they gave you during their life, or things that you took from them from their will or after they died. Then use them and have them around the place. So I've got my mother's jewellery on, some costume jewellery she loved. I've got earrings from my gran she gave me when I was very young. I've got other jewellery. I've got a book that my mother was reading when she passed, and I haven't been able to read it yet. So one day I'm going to read it, but I'm finding it difficult to read. But yes, and yet she died 7 years ago, or 7.5 years ago, and I still well up when I'm thinking about my mum. She was just such a gorgeous, artistic, colourful, vibrant, laughing lady. So I have some of that in me, of her, and I think that's another way that we can relish those memories, because we are our parents. Another way is to light a candle every day, and the rhythm of that routine is lovely to get into. So light a candle, maybe next to a photograph of them. I do suggest having photographs of them, maybe more than one around the home, maybe with you with them. That's quite nice. So lighting a candle every day is lovely. You might want to say a prayer, you might want to just think of them, just close your eyes, or you might just want to keep it as a routine, light the candle and move on, and then just do that every day until you feel that you've served that purpose and you can put the photograph back on the wall. Also, tie a ribbon around a tree in the garden, and a different coloured ribbon for each person you lose. I have 3 coloured ribbons around my lime tree in the garden, and I've got red for my mother because it reminds me of the Christmas cakes she used to make with a red ribbon round the side. I have blue for my father because he had blue eyes and he always wore blue. It was his favourite colour. And I have a pink ribbon for my dear friend Hazel, who sadly passed away earlier this year. And so I think of them whenever I'm gardening. I see them fluttering in the wind, whatever the weather, snow, wind, rain, sun. They're out there bright, breezy and full of life. And I just see that as so rewarding, so blessed. Like a hug from them every time I see them in the tree, because it's almost like they live on, and it reminds me to think about them, and normally some happy thought because it's a lovely bright coloured ribbon. So you might want to share this video with someone, or even share the tips with someone who might be struggling to grieve, be it a recent bereavement or a long time ago. It doesn't matter. It can take us many years, if not a lifetime, to mourn the loss of someone. Lots of love. I'll come to you tomorrow. Bye bye.